Hello and welcome. You're watching the Modern Mystic radio show. My name is Mystic Saira. I'm going to be with you for the next 30 minutes. I'm going to be taking 2 callers and I will be introducing you to my very special guest. Now, if you do want a private reading with me, you can go through to my website, which is www.modern-mystic.co.uk, or you can get me on Facebook under Mystic Saira and also Modern Mystic as well. So let me introduce my guest for tonight. We have a psychic medium. Her name is Pauline Walsh. She's based in the UK. Hello, Pauline. Welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm so grateful to be here this evening.
And it's absolutely lovely to have you here. Right, so let's crack on and go straight to it. So you are a psychic medium, is that correct?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about, what you view your gift to be. How do you view your ability?
Well, I've just done a long personal journey and I didn't plan on being a medium, but I ended up going into Circle and sat there for about 4 or 5 years. And
none of us plan it, my dear. None of us plan it.
We don't, do we? And I said I'd never go on platform in a million years. And I ended up sitting in the Circle, which was really a very disciplined circle, quite strict circle. And I learned a lot in there. I've always been very intuitive most of my life, and I could always pick up on energy and vibration, but I sort of pushed it aside until it got so strong that I had to do something about it. And now I go around the churches and do a lot of mediumship in the different churches, and I love it. I think it's a wonderful thing, and I've connected with many different souls, different people, and helped them along the way, and I think it's a wonderful thing. And
now, a lot of people say that they've had they're aware of spirit from a very, very early age, and others haven't. It comes along at a later stage for them. So what would you say has been your experience? Did you have any experiences as a child, or was it something that kind of kicked in as you got a bit older?
Well, I did have experiences when I was a child. I would always be able to see if someone was telling the truth or if they weren't. I'd always pick up on their vibration, whether they were wrong or right, what energy they had. I was very much a massive empath, I am, and I've always been able to pick up on things like that. I never actually saw spirit because I was quite scared of everything around me at that time. I think I sort of pushed it away, but I was very intuitive, and I just knew, I could tell what was going on around me, and I'd say to people, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, without even realising. So yeah. That's how
so just in normal conversation, it just comes out and you just know what you should say. Yeah. So take us right back to your first experience communicating with spirit. What was that like?
Well, I had a medium come to my house, a wonderful medium, and I didn't really understand what it was all about. I sort of knew bits, but she picked up my grandmother's statue and brought my grandmother through, and it was very, very strong. The energy was very strong, and it was amazing. It lifted up the whole of my energy, and it brought so many things up. It was just amazing, and that's one of the first experiences I had with someone coming. But so that's when my energy started to really get strong, and it was so powerful. I thought, I've got to do something about this. It was just after that reading, and that's when I went to Kingston Spiritualist Church and knocked on their door and said, I've got this energy. And she said, well, come and sit in Circle. And that's how I ended up in Circle. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah. And, that's how it all started for me.
Now, one thing that I wanted to ask you was, what is your most unusual or most memorable experience of giving psychic readings? Is there one situation that particularly stands out for you as being wow?
Yes, there's been quite a few actually, even on platform. I've had such strong connections, and I'm trying to think of one. There's been so many, but with a private reading, I had somebody come through for a lady that was here, and it was so powerful and so strong. They were showing me everything, all what was going on in her life, and everything I was seeing, and everything you get, you obviously have to give. And it was just so strong, the energy. And she was quite taken aback, and even I was. Sometimes you get really shocked and surprised by some of the information you get. and they're quite blown away with it. And it could be the most tiniest little thing, but as soon as you hear something from spirit, you've just got to give it rather than holding it, because it's very difficult, because I used to analyze everything and put my mind in it. So yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's one of the things that's happened to me, and that's how it just got bigger and bigger, and it's getting stronger and stronger each time. So
now, there was an experience that I had recently that I wanted to sort of run past you, and I was just wondering whether you, as a medium, have ever encountered this.
Yeah.
But I was connecting with somebody, and their mother was still here. However, she was like late onset dementia, so she probably didn't have an awful lot of time left. However, I somehow was able to connect with her mother, even though she's still here, within in a mediumistic capacity. Have you ever heard of anything like that, or has that ever happened to you?
Yes, it has. That's definitely happened to me. And because I work with dementia, funny enough.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for about 15 years. So I sat with a lot of people that were dying, and it was almost like they're here, their mind's here, but it's like their body's here, but their mind's completely somewhere else. And that's happened to me before. And it was quite shocking and quite surprising, but then I understood it, because I understand so much about the dementia side. So I didn't really quite understand that. But it was quite a shock at first. Yeah, that's happened to me, definitely.
It was most bizarre when it happened to me. I think it's happened before as well, where I've connected to somebody that's actually still here, but perhaps not half in, half out. I kind of call them.
100%. I see that a lot in the homes when people are ill and they're passing over. I've sat with a lot of people, and it's like they're going in and out of consciousness. So I've seen a lot of that over the years, but I totally understand that. Yeah.
So what would you say? I mean, obviously your pathway has been quite long. I mean, we never stop developing, we never stop growing. What would you say has been the most important lesson that you've learned through working as a medium?
I think that, I was very blessed and grateful to learn in such a very disciplined environment. It's taught me a lot, because it's a massive responsibility being a medium and, being a psychic. And I take it really from my heart and through love. But it's taught me very strong foundations of being quite disciplined and being very aware of the words I'm using, and being very aware of the person that's in front of me, or, when I'm in the churches. So I think that's really taught me very strong foundation. But then I went off to go and do lots of different other spiritual things as well. But that's been my main foundation, that circle that I sat in. It's taught me so much about myself, because when you sit in circle, you develop as well.
Yeah.
And I healed a lot from there. And if I look back in 5 years and to where I am now, it's completely in a different space. So spirit do really help you, as long as you're willing to help yourself.
Absolutely. That's the key to it.
It really is.
Now, we are going to go on to a caller in a moment, and we're going to see how you work, and that'll be exciting. We're all looking forward to that. But before we do that, can you just tell people how, at home, how they can get hold of you if they would like to have their own reading from you? And obviously you're based in the UK, but, you can do readings online, for people that are further afield, can't you?
I can. I definitely can. I've got Skype, and I've got FaceTime, Messenger, and I've got a Facebook page, Pauline Walsh Platform Medium. So that's what I've got at the moment. And that's how people can contact me, through Pauline Walsh Platform Medium on Facebook. So that's what I've got so far.
Wonderful. Right, let's go on to our first call. We've got Mary Jo, who is from Kentucky, USA. Mary Jo, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Hi, Mary. Thank you very much for coming on to the show. I'm going to be passing you over to Pauline in a moment for your reading. Is there anything in particular you would like Pauline to focus on for you tonight?
My family who has passed away.
Oh, hi, Mary Jo. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, lovely to talk to you. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. America, it's fantastic. So Mary Jo, I'm just going to tune in and see who's going to come up for you, Mary Jo. That's the way I work. And straight away, Mary Jo, what I am getting, I don't know if this means anything to you, but I'm getting a lady, an elderly lady. She's got grey hair. I want to say she's about 5'5", quite slim. And I'm seeing her with glasses. But do you remember these? They're glasses, but they've got little points at the end. And I don't know if that means anything to you. This lady, and she had quite a very chesty cough, quite chesty when she when she spoke, and I feel like she had a problem here around her chest area, and I don't know if that means anything to you, Mary Jo.
No.
Okay, that's who I'm getting. Let me just give you a little bit more. And what I'm getting this is going way back, and I feel like it's early sort of 50s. That's what I'm getting, because I'm seeing a very old American car, and I'm feeling it's like a big, I don't know what it's called. I think it's like a Corvette, and I don't know if it means anything, but it's an old car. Does that mean anything to you at all? Sorry?
Would the person look like they did when they passed away, or would they look different? I had a sister.
Oh.
My oldest sister passed away when she was 32, and
Yeah.
she had long black hair then, and she didn't wear glasses. But her husband had an old Chevy.
Right. Okay, because what I'm getting this is an elderly lady, but I'm getting that she used to wear little slacks and little cardigans, and she used to wear scarves around her neck. That's what I'm getting about this older lady. So I'm getting her a bit very, very slim, and I feel like she lost a lot of weight as well. I'm getting her with short hair. So does that make any sense to you at all?
Is she heavy?
So no, I'm seeing her very slim. She lost a lot of weight, especially towards the end. But she had a very strong character, and everybody knew her.
I don't know who that would be.
Okay, well, don't worry. Because we haven't got much time, but I'm just going to see if I can get something else, and then I'm going to go into a message why she's here, because I feel her very strongly connected to you. And I'm getting her, and I don't know if you understand this, but I'm getting her on your father's side of the family, this lady.
Oh,
hello?
It could have been Ruth.
Yeah, I'm getting her on your father's side of the family. She's quite a character. Everybody knew her. She's telling me she used to love music as well. I don't know if you was aware of that. She's talking to me about music.
No.
But she's a very strong character. But what I am going to do, I'm just going to ask her why she's come for you, if that's okay with you.
Yes, I'd like to know why.
Yeah, I'm just going to see if she can give me one more piece of information, and I'm just going to ask her what she wants to say to you. Because she's talking to me, I don't know if this makes sense, Mary Jo, but she's talking to me about there's been a lot of ups and downs in your life at the moment, and you've had a lot of emotional ups and downs. It's been a bit of a roller coaster ride. Does this make sense?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, and you're at a bit of a crossroads at the moment, and she's talking to me and telling me to tell you to make the move. There's something you're procrastinating about, and she's talking to me about telling you to make the move and to think about yourself, not everybody else.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
I wasn't taught how to do that.
Okay. It's easier said than done, isn't it? But she's wanting you to make that decision. And she's also talking to me about, do you understand about having a big clear out in your place? Packing up, clearing out, decluttering.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that. I'm procrastinating.
I know. She's telling me, do you understand? She's saying if you can get help with that, because it's all too much, it's too consuming for you.
Yes.
Do you understand that? Because she's saying that it's all been too much for you recently, and you're feeling a bit low, and she's come to encourage you to make those decisions and get back up on your feet again. Do you understand that?
Is she about 4'9"?
Yes. She's slim. She's got these little pants on, these little trousers. You know, like the drain pipes type of trousers. That's what she's showing me, and a little cardigan and flat shoes.
My mother was 4'9", 79 pounds with glasses.
Yeah, but these glasses are different because they've got a little points. She had a pair with the little points at the end.
Yeah, like cat eye glasses?
Yeah, that's the ones. That is the ones. That's what I'm seeing.
I think that's my mother.
But she's coming in here, and what she's saying to me, she's talking about as well that your health hasn't been very good and you've been a bit worried. And I feel like you've got the chest problem as well. There's quite a weakness there. Does this make sense?
Yes, but my mom didn't have a chest problem. I don't know who had a chest problem.
But do you understand about you?
Yes.
Do you understand about your life? Sorry?
That's exactly my life.
Yeah. Do you understand about the chest? Because that's what I'm getting very strongly.
The chest, I do not understand.
Right. Okay. And do you understand about, I've seen it, she's showing me a very old dog now, a dog, and it's got quite long hair, and she's showing me a dog around you. Do you understand that?
I have a dog, but I've never had one with long hair.
It's quite a big one, and I see it's almost like a little bit of a Labrador, and I don't know if that's coming in the family, but she's showing me that. I'm trying to get her to give me things that you would understand. And do you understand the name David as well?
David, is he passed? I know a David that's not passed.
I'm getting David, the name David around you. Do you understand that?
Is he alive?
Yes. She's called out David. That's what I'm hearing. And do you understand as well that she's talking to me about family? Yeah, David is alive, yes.
I think you're talking about my sister.
Okay, does it make sense, the name relating to her?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was her next door neighbor and best friend.
Yes. Do you understand there was a real bond, a real closeness?
Yes. And when you say about her chest, she passed away of pancreatic cancer.
Okay. So, right, okay. So what I am getting, and do you understand, because I'm trying to get her to give me something that would make sense to you, especially about what's going on in your life at the moment. And do you understand you're finding it harder to move around as well? Because I'm feeling like there's something going on with your legs. Do you understand that?
It's my whole body. It's energy. I don't have any energy.
Yeah, because I'm feeling like you'll find it quite difficult to move around. And I feel what she's telling me, she's trying to encourage you to get help because she's saying you're very independent.
I am.
Right, we are going to have to leave it there. We've got another caller waiting. So thank you so much.
Good luck.
Thank you so much, Mary Jo. And we're going to go on to April, who is in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. April, can you hear us?
I can.
Hi, April. Welcome to the show. I'm going to pass you straight over to Pauline, who's going to do your reading for you. We've only got a short period of time, so I'm not going to waste time talking. So do you have a question for Pauline tonight?
I was hoping to connect with someone who crossed over, if possible.
Oh, okay. Hi, is it April?
Yes.
Hi, April. Right, I'm just going to tune in and see who's going to come forward for you, April. Let me just see who's going to come forward. 1 second.
Thank you.
Okay, so what I have got here, April, straight away, as soon as I'm connecting to you, I've got an elderly gentleman with me. And I don't know if this means anything to you, but I've got an elderly gentleman. I want to say he's about 5'6", medium to tall bit height. And I want to say quite rounded, quite big man. I want to say he had a bit of a tummy on him as well. He had a lovely energy about him, very soft-natured, I want to say, especially towards the end. And I'm seeing him with quite dark hair, but like bits of grey, but I'm not very good with the colour, bit thinning in the front. He was very much a man's man as well at the same time, but he was very realistic, very humble man. Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, let me just see 1 second. And do you understand there was a lot of plans this gentleman had?
Yeah.
Before he passed, there was lots of plans that he wanted to do. There was lots of plans. And I don't know if it makes sense, but I feel like it's involving you as well. There was lots of plans that you had. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you understand? I'm getting around his heart area. I don't know if you understand that.
I do.
I'm feeling around his heart area. Okay. And do you understand? He was quite poorly before, but he couldn't quite work it out what it was. He's telling me that he was going through. It's almost like he knew something was not quite right. I don't know if that means anything to you.
I'm not sure.
Because that's what he's telling me. He's coming in with a lot of love for you, April, a lot of love. And it's almost like there was something that was left unsaid. Do you understand? There's like a longing. There was something that you didn't have a chance to speak. I don't know if this makes sense to you.
It does.
And it's like, and I don't know if you understand, but I'm getting you holding his hand, and I don't know if this makes sense, but I'm getting you holding his hand, and I don't know if it's you, but I'm feeling like someone was holding his hand and they were talking to him, and you didn't know whether he could hear you or not.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah. And he's telling me that he did hear what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, he's coming in with a lot of love. He's coming in with a lot of love for you, because he's saying you've been very low and very down. I'm seeing you feeling very, very low and very down. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And you're trying hard to pick yourself back up again. And he wants to encourage. Yeah, I know. And he wants to encourage you to move on with your life, obviously when you're ready, because he doesn't want to see you down and sad, because he's telling me that you're not that type of person, that you're very upbeat and very happy.
Yeah.
And full of life. He said you're full of beans. That's what he's telling me.
Yeah. Yes, I was until my sister passed away.
Yeah. And it's been very difficult for you. And there's a time frame, but he just wants to say to you, please move on with your life. And there's a lot more I could get, but I know we're running out of time. So, April, I hope this makes sense to you.
It does. Thank you, Sarah.
No problem whatsoever. But I'm just seeing, I think this is the end. Let me just see if there's anything else that's coming up. Is that the end, Sarah? I don't know.
You've got maybe 1 minute left if you want to squeeze something in quickly.
Okay, 1 second. And I don't know if you understand the name Kay.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I just got that at the end. So I hope that's helped you a little bit and helped you with your grieving and helped you in moving on with your life.
Thank you.
Bless you. It's lovely to talk to you.
You too, Sarah. We'll be in touch again.
Thank you. Take care, April. Right, that's it. We're almost finished. So just remind everybody, Pauline, and it was amazing, so thank you so much, how to get hold of you, how to get in contact with you if they would like their own reading with you.
Yes, well, it's Pauline Walsh at Platform Medium on Facebook, and you can FaceTime me or Skype me, but go onto my Facebook page of Pauline Walsh, Platform Medium, and that'll be wonderful. And I've really enjoyed this evening.
Wonderful, and thank you so much. We're going to have to thank you, and we will see you again, believe me. I'll get you back onto the show, don't you worry about that.
Exciting.
So if you do want a private reading with myself, you can get through to me on modern-mystic.co.uk or on Facebook under Mystic Sarah or Modern Mystic. So I will say goodbye for now, and I will see you the same time next week.